Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Lindsay of Pish Posh with Lindsey Wilson, the Pish Posh podcast, and there is so much podcast content I've created in the past year and a half. I'm so happy about it, but I'm trying to venture more into YouTube, and I thought this was a great time to do so with talking about some vision board stuff because vision boards are obviously visual. So you guys can see pictures of it while I talk instead of just if I talked about it on the podcast, it would just be me talking and you wouldn't be able to see what I'm talking about. So welcome to the YouTube channel. I am going to have a picture of my vision board that I've had up on my background of my phone for the past 2 years. That's going to be side one. And side two of the picture is my new vision board. So I want to talk about vision boards in general for a little bit and then go through what is on my vision board and kind of why and just kind of chat about it. I'm still getting used to YouTube. I tried to put fake eyelashes on. I looked like a psychopath. I love having fake eyelashes on, but it takes me like an hour to put them on. And then when I put them on and they're wrong, it's not worth it, guys. I hate it. So now my eyelashes are super clumpy. And that's just where we're at. But it's okay. I hope it's okay. I feel like everybody who does videos of anything, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on YouTube, it's like fake eyelashes, perfectly curled hair, like everything is just perfect. And I'm like, that's not real life. So, especially 2020. Why do I need to put on fake eyelashes? It's 2020, guys. Well, now 2021. Woohoo! Happy New Year. So, anyways, I'm going through vision boards. So I've heard about vision boards forever, I mean, people have been using them for a million years, but something I really liked was the idea of doing a vision board as the background of my phone. And it's actually the lock screen of my phone is what I do instead of the background, because if it's your background, all of your apps are covering it up. So the lock screen, you can see a lot more. And I've always loved collages. So I've done hard copy, like collage, cutout magazine style vision boards before, but this one, it's awesome digitally to do this because you can just take your pictures from Instagram, take a screenshot, put them all together, and I use the app Photoshop Mix and just make these, and it's super easy. So the one on the left, maybe the one with the Jeeps on it, there's a kind of a divide you can kind of see. So this is the one that has been the background of my phone for the past 2 years. And the idea of a vision board is kind of you're supposed to see this, you're supposed to understand this is what you're working towards over and over again, and just kind of inspiration and also a motivator. So on this one, I'm going to start with the Jeeps because I need a new car and I really wanted a Jeep. And then there's two A-frame cabins, houses on there, kind of in the woods because I really wanted to move and I wanted to buy a house. And I still do. And that hasn't happened yet, but it's okay. A-frame cabins in the woods, harder to find than you'd think that are a reasonable distance, and the housing market's insane. But anyways, it's there. Then I have a picture of this girl with her feet up on the dash, the road trip. I love that. And I have Nashville in the top corner over there with kind of the neon sign. So that's Nashville because I really wanted to go to Nashville. And then in the bottom corner, the good vibes only with the office. Really what that meant was I wanted to have a home office, work from home area. It wasn't really the good vibes only. It was more of just a cool home office. And then finally, I have a couple quotes in there. So don't quit your daydream, take charge and don't apologize for it. And then you have to participate relentlessly in the manifestation of your own blessings. And that one's by Elizabeth Gilbert. So let's go over this first one first. And when is it time to change your vision board? Some people might say change it every year, change it. Some people change it more than one time in a year. I actually had this one for 2 years, and a lot of the stuff on there has either come to fruition or has kind of changed. So, like I said, I started off with the Jeeps. I don't have a Jeep, but I bought a new car this year. So, the big thing that I really needed was to buy a new car. I didn't necessarily need a Jeep. And what it turned out is that buying a Jeep, one of these brand new Jeeps for $40,000 to $50,000 was not what was going to be right for me. It was going to be super expensive. It was going to be something I don't even like driving. So why am I going to spend all my money on a car when I don't even like it? So I ended up paying for my car in cash. It's all paid for. It's done. And so now I don't have to make car payments. But I did get a new car. It's cool. It's great. Whatever. So that one, I was like, I need to take the Jeep off because that's not something, the Jeeps, because there's two on there. I need to take those off because that's not something I'm working towards anymore. The houses were next, and there are houses on the next vision board as well. So that one didn't happen, but I said these ones are kind of deep in the woods. They're not really realistic right now. It's still what I want, but those are gonna stay. They're gonna be something I'm still working towards. The next thing I think I said was the road trips. We went on a ton of road trips in the past 2 years, like just weekend trips, usually none longer than 4 days, but we got to do a lot of road trip traveling. So really that one did happen. I did not get to go to Nashville. That did not happen, but that is on the vision board for next year as well. So I kept that one on. So you can either kind of throw these away, your stuff that you didn't do, or maybe they're redirecting to something else, or you can, if you are still working towards it, keep it on. Just kind of change it up, which is what I did. And then the last one I'll talk about is the home office. And hello, I'm in my home office right now. So that's pretty awesome. Like, manifested a home office. It happened. And then the quotes, don't quit your daydream. I believe I created this vision board before I started my podcast. And I am just so happy that I started my podcast. It's the greatest thing I've ever done. And so I didn't quit that. And I think that's part of just seeing that every day on my lock screen really helped that. And then take charge and don't apologize for it was the next quote. And I really think seeing that often made me understand to keep owning my power, whether that's in my workplace or in the podcast or whatever. Just, I am a leader, and continuing to own that was important to me. So that's why I kept that. And I think having some quotes in your board really helps. And the last one, this is the only quote that I kept in my new one because I think it's going to be just my big overarching quote for 2021. You have to participate relentlessly in the manifestation of your own blessings. Vision boards are kind of all about manifesting things, so I love having that on the vision board, and it really cements what I think about manifesting, where it's something that you want and dream of, but you also have to put the work in. You have to participate relentlessly. So I love that quote. It's my big one for 2021, and so I kept that on the new one. So as you can see, there's some stuff on my old vision board that I have gotten rid of, some stuff that I've manifested, some stuff I have yet to manifest, and then there's some stuff that I kind of pivoted on, so like the car. So I said it's time for a new background, it's time for a new vision board. Here we go. So looking at the one on the right, we'll just start. There's a lot more travel on this one, and I think a lot of us have a bunch of wanderlust after 2020, being stuck at home, not able to travel, all of that. So I have the Cowboy Bar, the Cowboy Bar in Jackson Hole. We were supposed to go to Jackson Hole in January, and it's not happening because it's just too soon with all the coronavirus stuff. But it's on the board. It's gonna happen. Then below that, that is, I think it's called Myers Creek Beach in Oregon. We've gone to the Oregon coast quite a few times, but we haven't been down there, and that's just somewhere I really want to go. So I put that one, and it's just so pretty. I love the coast, the beach. I had to have the beach on there. The beach wasn't on my last one, and it's just something that just brings me so much joy, and I love going there. So then I have Texas, the TX, and then also the bottom corner over there, that's Nashville again. So it's a different picture than I used before, but I've got lots of travel on there. I want to go to all those places. I want to make it happen. And then we'll go to the top corner with the hot tub and the ski lifts. I want to ski more. I want to get better at it. I want to relax. This is just such a relaxing picture. A lot of the times when I want to go on vacation, I'm like, we're making a plan. We're going here. Obviously, you see like the Nashville, you see the Cowboy Bar. We're like, this is like jet setting, going to these places. And this one at the top is more like relaxing. And I need to find moments of that as well. I just love that picture. And then there's two houses on this one. There's one house that's by the water, and then the one that's back in the trees in the snow. They're both so beautiful. I love them. Just manifesting my dream house. I'm working on it. It's gonna take a while. And then as you can kind of see, this one's a little bit harder, and this is the one that makes me a little more nervous to talk about, is the girl who's standing in her house is being built around her. It's like the framework and stuff of the house. And really, I think that's what's going to be best for us, but that's a scary thing to even say. So I'm manifesting building my own house. I said it, it's out there in the ether. So, and then I have my quotes. And I already said about the Elizabeth Gilbert quote in the manifestation. And then the last one I chose was from Leslie Knope, Love of My Life. She said, work hard at work worth doing. And just really prioritizing what's important is what that means to me. And making my work be something that's very important. Work is something that's always so important to me, but just really figuring out what that means more. And so those are kind of my two different vision boards from the past 2 years, and now my new one. We'll see how long this one lasts. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing these every day, and I highly encourage you to do this. Put it on your lock screen or your background on your phone or your background on your laptop, depending on where it is. You can also print off pictures from Pinterest. You can just make a Pinterest board and then just scroll through it. That's the easiest way to do it. But the great thing is, since you're not using this for any public use, I would say it's okay to screenshot things from Pinterest. It's not good to screenshot things from Pinterest and then claim it as your own. So, but these are all personal use, and it's just on my, on the background of my phone. I'm not selling these prints or anything. So that is what's happening with me, my visions for what's gonna happen. Hopefully 2021, we'll see, but I want to share these with people. The bravest thing is getting out there and saying what you actually want, and if you don't say what you want, people can't help you get there. So I'm saying what I want, and there's a lot more personal goals that I have for 2021, but I wanted to share the vision boards because I think they're fun. I want more people to do them, and it's really easy. Like I said, I use Pinterest and just the internet searching for things, and I use the Photoshop Mix app on my phone. So that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. You can subscribe either to the YouTube channel or subscribe to the podcast, and you'll hear a lot more from me about things kind of like this. So happy 2021, happy new year. Hope all of your manifestations come to fruition. Party on.